I don't know if you guys heard this, but Donald Trump's starting a ministry of truth. He's calling it Voice of America. It's a brand new government agency led by Kari Lake, and it's basically like the propaganda ministry in Germany is effectively how it works. It's intended to make sure that no media is lying about Donald Trump, quote unquote, in the country. What? According to my wife, it can't be an agency unless Congress approves it and writes a law creating it. Otherwise, it's an advisory board with no power. Although it does have the power that Trump gives it, whatever it happens to be. So, executive orders and all of that. Trump announces Kari Lake as his choice for director of Voice of America. The thing that I would be most concerned about her doing is looking for any criticism of Trump, like creating a board of people and hiring interns that just sit there and sift through media all day, every day, and present it to Donald Trump, who then threatens them. Maybe Kari Lake threatens the media, says, we're going to start investigating you if you blah, 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 whatever. And then Trump uses executive orders to like force his will and uses the Department of Justice to punish people who speak negatively of him. I don't know. I'm not putting anything off the table right now. President-elect Donald Trump announced late Wednesday that Kari Lake, a fierce loyalist and election denier, is his choice for the next director of Voice of America, a federally funded broadcaster with a global audience. Oh, is it a broadcaster? So it's just, okay, so is it not chasing down lies? It's just creating them? Announcing his decision on his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump cited Lake's experience as a news anchor as one of the reasons for picking her. She'll be appointed by and work closely with our next head of the U.S. Agency for Global Media, who I will announce soon, to ensure that American values of freedom and liberty are broadcast around the world fairly and accurately, unlike the lies spread by the fake news media, Trump wrote. A U.S. Agency for Global Media. So he is creating exactly what I described in the beginning. And part of that is going to be a federally funded, media source. Oh my God, dude. This is literally, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, exactly how this played out in Germany. Like, step by step. If I didn't know better, it's like somebody in the Trump administration is reading a history book and following instructions. I just finished writing a book titled Was Hitler an Atheist? It talks about religions during the Third Reich and how they work together. Catholics, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Protestants. And I even address the lies told by the evangelical world about Bonhoeffer. It's on Audible and Amazon. Okay, let's continue. The chief executive of the U.S. Agency for Global Media must receive Senate confirmation, according to the Congressional Research Service. Under rules passed in 2020, the VOA director, Voice of America, I guess, is appointed by a majority vote of 7-member advisory board. Oh, so VOA already exists? I don't understand. Does this already exist and he's just making it bigger and more important and influential and politicizing? 6 members of the board are named by the president and require Senate consent, and the 7th member is the Secretary of State. Lake most recently ran for U.S. Senate in Arizona but lost to Democrat Ruben Gallego. She's the latest of several Trump administration picks who lost the elections in recent years, including Mehmet Oz, whom he chose to run the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and Kelly Loeffler, his choice to run the Small Business Administration. Oh, I didn't know that. Kelly Loeffler, yeah, I thought that she just kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. In 2022, Lake unsuccessfully ran for Arizona governor and contested the election's results after running a campaign centered on election denialism. This year, Lake settled a defamation case brought against her by an Arizona Republican who alleged that Lake, her 2022 Arizona gubernatorial campaign, and an affiliated nonprofit group repeatedly and falsely accused him of causing Lake to lose that election. Oh, yeah. So stupid. Speaking to a crowd of supporters last year, she said, "I love President Trump. I will do everything in my power to get that man elected." She says, in a post on X, Lake said she's honored that Trump has asked her to lead VOA, which she called a vital international media outlet dedicated to advancing the interests of the United States by engaging directly with people across the globe and promoting democracy and truth. Under my leadership, the VOA will excel in its mission, chronicling America's achievements worldwide, Lake added. Thank you for putting your trust in me, President Trump. I look forward to leading the voice of America, and I can't wait to get started. Wow. Again, exactly how this played out in Germany. No hyperbole or any of that. This is just what happened. In fact, it's instructive to see how this happened. Like, we don't have to read it in history books. We can just see how it played out here. Holy Christ, bro. I don't remember who said this, but someone said that America is the most beautiful third world country they've ever visited. I hope this doesn't affect me, in all seriousness, as like a broadcaster myself, you know. That's some scary shit right there. Oh, Voice of America was founded in 1942. Did not know that. Okay. The fact that he's drawing attention to it and making it bigger and, you know, all of that stuff concerns the hell out of me. Jesus Christ.